Ah, boy. Sometimes you just gotta laugh to keep from crying, they say. I say you just gotta laugh at yourself sometimes. Oh man. Another head scratching loss. But you're never surprised by it. There were some bad calls in that game. I'm just going to say this first and foremost. Yes, there were bad calls in that game. Okay? However, we still should have won the game. All right? And let's get this on the table first. For everybody saying it was a touchdown, the likely catch and all that. It probably was. In my opinion, it probably was. But the fact of the matter remains, they didn't call it that, so it doesn't matter. We lost. Get over it. And if you think that loss hurt, guess what? We still got to play the Bengals. We still got to play, well, again, after that ugly Thanksgiving loss. We still got to play the Packers, the Patriots, and the Steelers. Again. Where do you see a win coming in at? Because I see maybe one. And it's either the Bengals or the Steelers. Maybe two. Maybe we get them twice. I don't see a win against the Patriots. I don't see a win against the Packers. Matter of fact, both of those games might be ugly. Especially if the O-line is playing this bad. And Falele's still on the team. If Falele's still on the team, Harbaugh is still the coach, and Lamar's still banged up, it all fucking sucks. Oh, and if Todd Monken's still the OC. This dude, Todd Monken, let me tell you about this dude who y'all love. In that Bengals game on Thanksgiving, after I shot the last video last week, I stumbled upon a stat that I noticed in game, but I stumbled across the shit after the fact of the actual numbers. The actual numbers were, we didn't get a ball to Derrick Henry once in the second quarter. Not once. Now, I understand you struggling to run block. I understand, Lamar's banged up. Which makes even more the sense of why you would want to run the football. So I understand you're struggling to run the ball. Cool. But that's because of the O-line. But you didn't even try in the second quarter. You didn't even try to run the ball. Justice Hill banged up. Keaton Mitchell a little banged up. This time we ran the ball with pretty good success, I would say. I had to go back and look at the numbers. Seemed pretty good to me. As a matter of fact, we probably played well enough to win. If we could say. But if that touchdown, the likely is a touchdown, we win the game, despite some of the bad calls. The bad call on the field goal, where they got a touchdown out of it, the NFL apologized to us. That should have been 3. But then if you look back at Harbaugh, he didn't take the points with Tyler Loop, which would have made it a 3-point game. Plus, he also missed a fucking extra point. It would have came down to a field goal game. That last possession, we wouldn't have needed a touchdown. But the shit that really fucking chaps my ass and got me real the fuck angry was when I went back also and you look at the throw from Lamar. That was intended for D-Hop. That was supposed to be the D-Hop. He was wide open for the game winner. Matter of fact, he even thought he was going to catch it because his reaction was like, bro, you gotta be kidding me. Mark Andrews jumps in the way of that. Either Mark Andrews thought the pass was intended for him or Lamar didn't see him. One of the two. Some analysts saying he didn't see him. I'm looking at it saying I think he did see him. Mark Andrews was just in the way. Oh, that's intended for me. Well, no, it's not. Oh, boy. What a fucking shit show. What have the Ravens become? Like, what have we become here? You are what your record says you is. We're fucking 6-7. 6-7. 6-7. For all the kids. You are what your record says you are. Now, we went out and we're 10-7. We lose one, we're 9-8. The sad part is, we could probably win the division at 9-8. Somebody got to win the motherfucker. Okay? Somebody got to win the motherfucker. It's either going to be us or the Steelers. Who wants it? Because the Steelers still got to play the Lions. And they still got to play us. It could very well come down to both of these teams is 8-8. Or 9-7 headed into that last game of the season. And it's in Pittsburgh. Would it be a fitting way to go into the playoffs by beating them, knocking them out in Pittsburgh, and going to the playoffs and winning the division for a third straight year? Yeah, it would. Will it happen? I don't know. I don't think so. Not at this point. And do we even deserve it, though? Do we even deserve it? Like, bro, that was my birthday. I'm thinking, all right, we're going to get a dub from my birthday. We at home. It's the Steelers. No. We lost another one at home. We pretty much can't win at home now. I'm like, man. And then to have the shit end the way that it ended on the bad call by Likely. Oh, and then the bad call where Aaron Rodgers had it and he pulls it down. And, man, the man has a cast on his wrist. So how is he able to maintain possession of a ball with a cast on his wrist? He never had it, bro. But you know me, I'll never put it on the refs. I'll never put it on the refs because I say this. Play better. Don't put yourself in position to allow the game to be dictated by the refs. That's the mentality that you have to have. Refs are always going to be there. There's nothing you can do about it. But if you play your A game and you know, don't make mistakes, and you don't turn the ball over, and you don't have bad decisions by your coaching staff, you can win against the team you're playing and the refs. You just got to be sound. There's no other way to say it. The refs are always going to be there. You have to have that in your mind. You know, you should always be thinking, fuck, it's us against them and the refs. So be sound, fellas. All right, we don't need any mistakes today. No mistakes that will allow us or allow the game to be dictated by the stripes. John Harbaugh didn't really do anything in this game to lose us the game. As a matter of fact, he won a challenge. I was shocked. Shocked that he fucking won a challenge. He never wins a challenge. But he did. We didn't win. Daniel Falele is ass cheeks. He got to get up out of there. Voorhees ain't much better. Okay, our guards is just terrible. They're terrible. In the offseason, the draft has got to be O-line heavy. You got to find a replacement for Ronnie Stanley because he's on his way out, whether y'all want to admit it or not. Find a fucking right and left guard, please. Okay? And get some depth. Get some depth behind these guys. Rosengarten is cool. Tyler Linderbaum is cool. I mean, I'd rather have another guy than Rosengarten, but I'll take him. Even though he got mushed and punked by Myles Garrett and put on his ass, but that's Myles Garrett. He's a freak in nature. This game was another chapter in the Ravens-Steelers rivalry that has not felt the same since all the guys left. You know? Look at this rivalry now. Who are the stars out there for both teams? A washed-up Aaron Rodgers, DK Metcalf, Patrick Queen, Joey Porter Jr., I mean, Casey Hayward, James Harrison, Hines Ward, Troy Polamalu, Big Ben, all them guys, they ain't walking through that door. And on our side, Suggs, Haloti Nada, Ed, Ray, Marshall Yonda, Joe, Ray Rice, Anquan Bolden, Todd Heat. None of them guys are walking through the door. You know what I'm saying? They're not. Them days are long gone. We don't have any guys like that on our squad. Neither team does. We don't. All the dogs are gone. The dogs are gone. These teams are a shell of themselves, man. Bring back the real Ravens and Steelers rivalry, man. Bring that shit back. Get some new coaches, some new coaching staffs, and some new dogs. Seriously. Leaders. Alphas. John Harbaugh don't want alphas. They're definitely not going to be on this team. Okay? We signed Gardner Johnson. Oh, he had another pick for the Bears on Sunday. What happened with C.J. Gardner Johnson with us? Oh, he's not a Harbaugh yes man. He was here for a week. If that. Harbaugh's, oh no, he ain't my kind of guy. He likes to give resistance. He's not a yes man. Get him out of here. I fucking hate him. I hate him. And for anybody who wants to support and back up John Harbaugh, you, sir, are in love with the guy. You're a moron. There's no way you could actually look at how this team has regressed in the last 6-7 years and realize that he ain't it. And you know what? When Lamar wants out of there, because rumors are swirling that he don't even want Harbaugh there. So, it's a fucking shit show. We're stuck in the mud. We're fucking stuck in the mud because of our ownership and our front office is afraid of change. So we're stuck in the fucking mud. Everybody seems to think it's all good. That loss, I just wanted a birthday win. You know what I'm saying? And then when Likely caught the pass, I'm sitting there thinking, at the last second, we scraped it out and I got a birthday dub. No, didn't happen. Sorry. You wish. But hey, ain't no crying over spilled milk. It's cool. I still had a blast with the fellas. We had an amazing day. Devin and Redo, I appreciate y'all coming through. D-Rock, I appreciate you. And Mike, you already know what it is, famo. Oh, man. And all three of our teams lost. Redo's Bears. Me and Devin's Ravens and Mike's Colts. We all three sat up here and watched all our teams fucking lose. But it's cool. We still had a great day. But this team, as far as this team goes, at 6-7, 6-7. I don't even know what to say, man. We could fuck around, run the table by some miracle, or we could fuck around and completely implode. It's all up to us. It's all up to the leadership. It's all up to who's gonna let us fall and who's gonna pick us up, because it ain't gonna be the fucking coach. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Okay? So with that being said, Week 14 recap is in the books. Week 14. We're done. We're done. Just like our season. Ha! I'll catch y'all next week. Deuces.